There are certain thinking traps that humans fall into again and again. They silently sabotage our lives, our relationships, our careers, and even our businesses. One of the most dangerous ones is called the sunk cost fallacy. If you don't understand this trap, it can cost you a huge amount of time, money, and energy. It can even lead to financial ruin. But if you truly understand it, you'll make smarter decisions about where to put your resources. You'll reach your dream life faster and you'll avoid the pitfalls that hold most people back. Let's look at a real story. Have you heard of Barings Bank? It was the oldest investment bank in the United Kingdom, with a history of more than 200 years. But in 1995, the entire bank collapsed because of the actions of just one trader, Nick Leeson. Nick started making trades he wasn't allowed to make from his office in Singapore. At first, he was incredibly successful and quickly became the company's rising star. But, like all traders, he eventually made mistakes and lost money. Instead of admitting his losses, he hid them in a secret account, number 88,888. At first, the losses were about £2 million. That was nothing for a bank of that size. But this is when the sunk cost fallacy kicked in. Nick couldn't walk away. Instead of closing his bad positions, he doubled down. He started making bigger and riskier trades to win the money back. Over the next 2 years, his losses grew to £825 million, which is over $1 billion today. And just like that, a 233-year-old bank went bankrupt. All because one man couldn't let go of his past investments. The scary thing is, we are all vulnerable to the same trap, not just in investing, but in every part of life. The sunk cost fallacy shows up whenever we have already put time, money, energy, or emotions into something. We feel the urge to keep going just so our effort doesn't feel wasted. Sometimes it's small things, like sitting through a boring movie just because you already bought the ticket, or finishing a bad book just because you've already read half of it. But sometimes it's much bigger. Staying in a toxic relationship because you've been together for so long, finishing a degree you hate because you've already spent 2 years on it, or pouring money into a failing business idea because you've already invested so much building it. Here's the truth. The time, money, and energy you've already spent are gone. They are sunk costs. Continuing just because of them usually means wasting even more. So why do we keep doing this to ourselves? There are 2 big reasons. First, we are taught that quitting is bad. From childhood, we hear things like, don't give up, just push through, and yes, sometimes persistence is valuable. But there are situations where walking away is the smartest thing you can do. The second reason is fear of failure. We don't want to admit we were wrong. As long as we keep going, we can still hope that things will magically turn around. But that hope often traps us and makes us throw even more resources into something that will never work. The solution is simple but not easy. You must separate your emotions from your decisions. When you are deciding whether to continue, ignore what you've already invested. Instead, focus only on what you will need to invest from this point forward and whether it is truly worth it. The time, money, and energy you've already spent should never control your next move. If you master this mindset, you will save yourself years of frustration, stress, and financial loss. And you will free up resources to focus on the projects, relationships, and goals that truly matter. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, give it a like, share it with someone who struggles to let go, and subscribe for more smart money and lifestyle tips with me, Lola.